Good morning. It's Don Irvine again with a morning report. All right, so in the news, GOP and their health care bill are still working on that. They're still struggling to find enough votes to make sure they can take this to the floor and get it passed. And they're being, of course, slowed down by their own party, and maybe rightfully so. I mean, the Republicans have, here they have control and power and a chance to actually make Obamacare repeal actually happen, but they're getting bogged down with lots of details. The PR assault on them is, has an effect. Rather than take a stance and just do it and just try to get it through, they've received all kinds of, backlash. Susan Collins, we're used to seeing her, object to a lot of things her party does. But we also have some other conservative senators that have been holding this thing up. They don't think the repeal, the whole bill goes far enough, and they're probably right. But I'm beginning to think that getting the thing through in one fell swoop may be a lot more difficult than taking a portion of this and then getting some more important features through, leaving the rest in place for this year, and then coming back with another bill that attacks another section and then another bill. And it may be something that takes 2 or 3 years to fully unravel and do. But if you do it piecemeal, think about it. If you do it piecemeal, you might stand a better chance of getting it through, because these mammoth bills, they're hard to reverse. I mean, Obamacare is the law of the land. How do you take something that represents a six-year economy and then try to unravel it and undo it, despite the fact that people are complaining about their incredibly high premiums and things like that. So we'll have to kind of wait and see what happens there. Chuck Schumer commenting on yesterday when he was with George Stephanopoulos, that wondering what the Democratic message is, and thought that Democrats have done a pretty good job with John Ossoff, but understands that their message did not resonate, whatever that message was, and that they need to have a stronger message going forward, which is something that they're still lacking. So this is a debate within the Democratic Party is messaging. As far as I'm concerned, I hope they don't solve it, so that keeps things bumbling along if they can't quite figure it all out and all agree to it. So we'll see what happens there. Democrats also jumping on the bandwagon criticizing President Obama for not taking stricter action with Russia after discovering that Obama knew about a lot of today's ills going on with the election, things like that, and did nothing to stop it. So it looks like the Democrats' obsession with Russia is coming back to bite them in the rear, because we're finding out that it didn't start with President Trump. That came out of frustration and things that have been leaked out as such by others who just are upset with this whole deal, but now are even more upset when they find out that all their time spent on Donald Trump and the whole Russia deal may be a big waste of time. Well, duh, yeah. We could have told you that from the beginning. I think we did tell you that from the beginning, matter of fact. Anyway, couple other things here. President Trump has broken with recent tradition and did not hold a beginning of Ramadan dinner, and so that's got some people up in the lather about that. But he's been breaking lots of traditions and charting a new course. Doesn't see the value in it. Maybe something that'll be resurrected later on, if necessary, but maybe get some of these terrorist states to say, look, and to shape up, keep their act and see what happens there. All right, and then finally in sports news, Tim Tebow got a promotion to what's called High A ball, and so he hasn't been earth-shattering doing anything. He's barely been hitting where he has been. He probably won't hit a whole lot better, probably will hit worse being moved up, but it's a celebrity status, what he's worth to them at the box office, at the ticket counter, basically saying like, okay, it's Tim Tebow, people want to come and watch this guy play, and he's definitely a big athletic guy, so best of luck to Tim on this, but realistically, he's gonna have to do a whole lot more work to even get decent at the minor league level, and his baseball quest could easily end, with this next stop in High A. All right, well, that's about it for today. Join me tomorrow with another edition of the Morning Report. Have a great day. Stay safe.